Storm things are coming. Storms coming, bro. Like, it's been like that for 3 weeks now in Florida. Just raining more than it's been sunning. And when the sun do come out, this shit so fucking humid, it's crazy, bro. But that don't stop the hustle and that don't stop the grind, man. So I figured I'd pop up on here real quick, do a quick little, well, quick is probably not the proper word to describe this, to do an update. You know what I'm saying? We've been killing them with the shorts. I've just been giving y'all little clips of what's been going on, and sometimes I'm fully aware that these little clips is kind of bullshit, dude. I just might be showing you what I had for dinner that night, but in my mind, I'm letting y'all know I'm still alive, bitch. You ain't killed me yet. You dig? So, last time I did one of these long videos, you can go back, you can watch it yourself. But I guess the whole theme of it was about expending your energy on people who you can't expect you from them. You know what I'm saying? Like, the same person that you'll go out with that will ask you for $20, that, yo, dog, I'm broke, you think you can slide me a 20 so I don't look like a broke bitch out here tonight? And you'll be like, yeah, bro, and you slide them that little dub so they can get a drink or something wherever you at. The ooh, big boy lightning. But the same people that you'll slide that 20 to so they can get a drink or something, them be the same people that when you hit up and be like, hey, dog, you got that 20? Not only will they go ghost, like, they won't answer your calls, they won't respond to your message over $20, bro. When you finally find them, they'll get mad at you. They'll get mad at you for asking them for your money back. Talk about it's only $20, which, if it's only $20, then give it to me. No, I'm not really talking about $20, but I'm talking about that cloth, that type of person. You know what I mean? But this previous weekend, I got to kick it with some folks that were all good dudes, all solid dudes. You know what I'm saying? People that came from all different backgrounds, different races, some of them from different countries. You know what I mean? But we had a goal, a thing we was trying to accomplish in what we were doing, and we came together to make sure we got that shit done. So I just want to shout out everybody that I was in Tampa with this weekend, and so just so people know, it was a I wouldn't call it a bachelor party, but it was like a bachelor party weekend thing. So like the groomsmen, we all went out, we did our little thing, took the groom with us, and we you know, we did the thing. We had a weekend, we had a time, right? And you know, I feel like everybody that was out there with us was on a certain type of vibe, certain type of frequency, certain type of level, where they're all goal oriented, where they want more out of life, and they fully understand that they're gonna have to put in work to get more from that life. So I had a good weekend just being around like-minded people. You know what I mean? That was cool for me personally. You know what I'm saying? This next coming week is my dog David's wedding, which I couldn't be more happier for. I couldn't be more proud of this man. That's somebody who, when you say came from the bottom or had certain obstacles, certain things that they were up against that could have taken out a weaker person, then that's definitely what I'm talking about. A weaker person with the same circumstances, would not be living this life that this man's living now. So shout out to my dog David Suave, man. He's always been an inspiration to me. When like in 2010, when I was probably at one of my lowest points, I kind of was taken out of Florida. So I was taken from Florida. You know, when you're going through, you know, shit like that, drugs and ripping and running, drugging and thugging, bro. When you're going through that type of shit, it's the people, the places, and the things. So can't be around the same people, can't be in the same places, you can't be doing the same things. So their logical point was to when I say there, I'm talking about my mother and my uncle Tommy McHugh. God bless the dead, man. One time for Uncle Tommy. But they sent me to Arizona, and it was kind of like on the low. Like I just disappeared from everything. And Gutters, my brother, he knew where I was at. Little Michael, my brother, he knew where I was at. But for the most part, that was it. My parents knew where I was at, but I really wasn't communicating or talking to a lot of folks. And the only person who hunted me down, bro, got my uncle's phone number. My uncle's phone rang. He's talking about, yo, this dude just keeps calling, looking for you. It was Dave, man. And all he wanted to do was make sure I was okay. All he wanted to do was give me one of them pep talks and shit. And I appreciate that. Now, fast forward, it's 15 years later, and now I'm a groomsman in this man's wedding. So that's mad cool to me, But life is still life. Life is still lifing. There's a lot of things that I can't talk about here. I allude to a lot of it, and the longer I talk, it's like the madder I make myself. But there's court cases going on, and involving my brother, and there's actually multiple court cases going on involving my brother. So this is shit when you don't see me popping up or this or that, or if you see a video and it seems like I'm forcing it. I am sometimes, because I might be on here trying to tell you a joke, but meanwhile, my brother's house is in probate. Yo, back up, motherfucker. That's a goddamn... Man, I just got the shit scared out of me by a fucking stupid-ass cat, bro. Look, this cat just scared the fuck out of me, bro. But just so I run through it, man, there's still hella court cases going. I did not make this video to bitch about this fucking piece of shit woman, you know what I mean? But, long story short, every time my brother's baby mama has to do something, like go to the lawyer and just sign a paper or do this or that, she's unavailable. It's too hard for her to do. And the reason it's too hard for her to do is because she's already facing neglect charges on one of the children who, like I said, was not my brother's biological child. So she's got neglect charges through the judge with that. My mom has temporary custody of my brother's two boys. She doesn't even have custody of the daughter who I'm talking about. The older sister got custody of this one. And I didn't want to make this whole video about her. And I know if I start going down that rabbit hole, I will. But I just want to say that there's a lot of stress that just keeps coming from that side, from her. And my family is dealing with that every single day. This woman is stolen from my mother. This woman is, it's just, she's a problem, dog. Like, if she would just, I would just wish she would just go away, disappear, sign the paper she needs to sign, and disappear, dog. Because, like, you're not fooling anybody. And I think that's a big thing with her, is that, she's a liar, but then she's around a bunch of people who are like, bitch, you're a known liar, So, everybody who would call her on her shit, she has pushed away, and she plays the victim, like we're doing something to her, when in reality, we wish we never had to see or talk to this woman again. And I know it's sad, but her own children don't want to see or deal with her. Like, they don't even consider her a mother, like that's like, they look at her and they're not dumb, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, that's what I'm dealing on one hand, and then on the other hand, like I said, we're trying to be more goal oriented. We're trying to do shit. So I've kind of stepped back from even talking to this woman, and they're gonna have to go through the lawyers. You know what I'm saying? My mom is on top of shit. My stepfather Kevin has fully stepped up to the plate. My father, my biological father, is fucking. My biological father has sent more money to take care of the grandkids than the mother has sent to take care of her own kids. And it's not even her money. She's out here running around buying drugs and tricking off with her boyfriend using my brother's social security checks that are supposed to fucking take care of the children. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to get that off my chest because you need to know that that's always happening in the background until it's done. But in the foreground right now, let me tell you what my week upcoming. Let me rewind back like 4 or 5 days, and then I'm gonna tell you what this whole next week is gonna bring. Right? So right now I'm back. I'm in Palm Bay, Florida right now. I'm in one of these little. We are experiencing technical difficulties. But I'm just gonna jump back in where the difficulties done stopped, because that's how life go. That day, because they needed to work on Thursday, and if I didn't get everything ready, they wouldn't have been able to come in and do what they had to do on Thursday, right? So I worked till about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening, from 5 in the morning till 6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening. I was working. I went home, showered, made sure I didn't even make sure my bag was packed. I'm lying, right? So I went to bed, woke up late Thursday, so I'm already behind. I grabbed my bag, I look into it, like I didn't even pack it, but I opened it up and I was like, oh well shit, I didn't unpack my bag from the last time I went somewhere. So I'm just gonna grab whatever's in here, because my first stop was my mama's house. So I left the Panhandle, I drove all the way down to Sebastian, Florida, right? I get to Sebastian on Thursday. Friday, we were supposed to be leaving mad early in the morning. So I'm up mad early in the morning, but then like how life be going, plans started changing, things started falling through, this, that, and the third. There's miscommunications, not between myself and something, but it's like between 5 people. It's like the telephone game, you know what I'm saying? So one person might think this and another person that, or yo, the last message I read said this, and it's like, yeah, but 4 messages after we completely changed our plans and we're going somewhere else. Like, that's kind of what we were dealing with. So finally, my dog David, his big brother, called me and he's like, Lou, if you got some bread, I got some bread, we're just gonna do this, and me and you are going. And I said, you know what, fuck it, I got you. So we rented a vehicle, and me and Mike took off to head to Tampa. Now, if you've been watching these shorts for the past couple days, you see the adventure of going to Tampa, bro. Like, it was late as fuck start. We hit the road. Man, there must have been a terrible car accident. Big prayers for anybody who was in it. I hope they're okay, because they left in a helicopter. You know what I'm saying? You can check out the shorts. I got videos of the helicopter landing, taking off. But again, we had to actually drive back miles, then drive north miles to the point where we were passing our starting point to go up and around the other way. You know what I'm saying? So basically, we lost hours of our night just by getting fucked with this accident, right? We get all the way to where we're going. Finally, we made it to Tampa. Because we left in our situation, the rest of our crew had been in Tampa for hours already, right? So when we get to the Airbnb, they're already out and gone. And they tell us how to break into the Airbnb. So we broke into our own Airbnb. We get in there. It's whatever. And then my dog's brother is just, he was done. He was tired as fuck. He soldiered it out and he got us there, but he was like, bro, I'm going to bed. But my dog Hanson hit me up, was like, yo, we're on our way back. So I said, cool. So he gonna come back. Dave gonna come back, and Rich is with him. So they're at the house a little bit. We burnt one down. We now, keep in mind, it's probably 2:30 in the morning at this point. So we doing there like, yo, the strip, the whole strip is still popping. We should go back down there. So we said, all right. We went back down there. Now we go to this strip club. Now, I am not a frequent strip club visitor. Matter of fact, the highest I've ever paid to just get into a strip club was like $20, and there was other shit going on instead of just bitches with their titties out. Like, they had performances, or it was a show. Something was happening, not just the bitches, right? So when we get to the strip, there was a strip club. We go to walk in. I'm the first one. There's four behind me, and they're like, "Yo," the lady at the counter said $30, and I said for the group, and this lady looked at me like I was stupid and was like, "Nah, each." And behind me, you could hear a collective shit. So we kind of tucked off and we conversed a little bit, basically doing all kinds of math and like being like, yo, we're gonna spend $150 to get in this bitch, and then it's a one drink minimum. Who the fuck knows how much they're charging for drinks if they're cracking heads like this? And then what if it's garbage in there? What if it's trash? So we go in there and we're gonna have our one minimum drink and bounce, and we just spent $150 to get in there just to be like, this shit is trash. So my dog's like, hey, can we at least see the girls before we make our decision? And they're like, nah. So we're like, yo, man, you know what? Fuck this shit. Now, meanwhile, other people are coming in and out, and we're like, nah, let's go outside and we'll discuss. Now, my dog Hanson, he took that shit personally, like they were trying him, telling him $30 to get into a strip club, which I understand. You know what I mean? We were tourists in an area that we don't frequent at all, and I'm sure there was people that come through that line that they recognize as locals, and then we come through and they're like, we're gonna crack the tourists in the head. But it's like, we might be tourists in your little city, but we are not Floridian. We're not Florida tourists. We are Floridians, you dig? So we said, fuck this whole strip club shit. I said, hey man, I'm hungry. If you want to keep it serious, keep in mind, now it's about 3 a.m., 3:15. We walk outside, it was like dark nighttime, and there was like this little god light coming down from the heavens, shining on a little fucking food truck, a lonely single food truck out there, man. And we rolled up to the food truck, and it was Mexican food, tacos. These motherfuckers charged me $9. Yeah, they say tacos, $9. I said, yo, is that $9 each? Or like, you know, 2 tacos and some side? And he was like, nah, that's each for the tacos. And I'm like, the fuck is going on with these price gouging motherfuckers? But it was 3 a.m. It was the only thing there. We were hungry. So I was like, yo, let me get one taco. Bro, when I say this taco, like if I had a measuring tape, it's a little circumference thing, what are they called, protractors or whatever? Bro, that bitch was like, if I stuck it in the middle, I could have went out 1.5 inches and it made my little circle. And that was the size of the taco. It wasn't even a real taco size. But it took me 3 bites to eat the taco. Now, were those 3 bites some of the tastiest, most delicious bites that I ever took? Absolutely. It was a fucking delicious ass taco, man. But it was not worth no damn $9. But we were basically we were out there about 4:30 in the morning, standing in front of a strip club, eating overpriced tacos from a damn taco truck. And then we went back to the house. Had a couple more drinks. We burnt one down. We went to bed, right? Bam blau. That was how that day went. That was Friday. Saturday, we wake up a little late because we were out late that night before. What we gonna do? We gonna go get some breakfast, and you can see all this in the shorts. I took little clips, man. So we said we gonna go to the Maple Biscuit Company or whatever. It's a spot in Tampa. We went out there. We had some breakfast, and then we said we're gonna go to the Hard Rock Casino. Me, I am not a gambler. Like, I like the idea of throwing down, you know, $10, making a bet and then getting back 100 or something. But I really don't like the idea of throwing down $10 and losing the bet and they take my $10 and I'm just left there with my dick in my hand. So I walked around, I drank, I had some good pina coladas. Me and David's brother Mike, we was up by the pool we were at the Hard Rock in the Hard Rock Casino and Hotel in Tampa, you know. So we spent like a good chunk of the day there. And then the plan was, yo, we're gonna go home. We're going to take showers, we're going to go get cleaned up, freshened up, and then we're going to go back out. We're going to find a nice steakhouse, and who knows, maybe we'll finally get to a decently priced strip club where, you know, they realize, like, there's no inflation on pussy, dog. You know what I mean? They don't make it make sense, all right? But while we're there, a storm came running in. I'll be right in. But while we there, a storm came running in, and my dog, Rich, was like, fuck all this. He's from Jamaica. He's like, fuck all this, man. He's like, we're gonna go down to the Bravo. Bravo is like a Caribbean type of supermarket. So he said, we're gonna go down to the Bravo, and we're gonna get groceries and this and that. He said, when we get home, I'm gonna cook. Go to the shorts, because I was filming this motherfucker cooking all night. When I tell you he cooked the most amazing meal, it was amazing. We checked the GPS. We're like, yo, this storm's gonna be leaving soon, so let's enjoy this meal. Blah 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 blah. Bro, we ate so much food that it was to the point where people weren't even saying nothing. We would just be there like, yo, where'd so and so go? And then we go back. They in the room, knocked out with the itis. So we basically spent the evening listening to reggae music, smelling the good food, like basically like a family in the house, just cooking and having a good time, bullshitting. Just it was a good night, man. Like, we didn't do nothing super crazy or extravagant, but it was 5 men in the house enjoying a meal, enjoying cooking a meal, cracking jokes, enjoying each other's company, and then motherfuckers just started passing out, right? So this morning we wake up, we cleaned up the house, we did what we had to do, and then we started heading back home. And right now I'm here in Palm Bay. Now let's keep it going. A few hours from now, I'm about to go take basically a nap. A few hours from now, I gotta hop in my car. I'm driving back up to the Panhandle. I should be back early afternoon Monday, because I'm gonna leave hella early. Then Tuesday, I'm gonna bust my ass at work. Wednesday, I'm gonna go bust my ass at work. Come Thursday, I gotta hop back in the car, drive down to Sanford, Florida, which is like Central Florida. Drive down to Sanford, and then we're gonna have, I'm getting there Thursday just so I'm there. Friday is all the rehearsal dinners. We're gonna have dinner with my peoples and shit. Everybody I was with this weekend's gonna be there. My pops is coming from New York. Like, it's gonna just be a good, happy time, dog. A time of joy and success. And that's gonna be Friday. Saturday is the actual wedding. And then Sunday, I'm driving my ass back to the Panhandle. Now, once I get back to the Panhandle Sunday, my obligations with this wedding and everything have come to an end. God bless Angelique, God bless David, but shit gonna change come this coming Monday. So I just wanted to pop up so there's record of it, because I know I popped up on here like a month ago and I was in a different mind state. I'm still in, like, I'm figuring it out. I'm wet jello, bro, trying to find the mold. But I just want to say God bless everybody, and stay tuned for the adventures. Go check out them shorts, bro, and hit subscribe, like, leave some comments. We can chop it up on here, man. So big blessings upon all y'all. Love.